Hi, my name is Patrizia, and I just want to present myself and tell you a little bit more about my Therapy Reborn group. Um, like everyone else, well, most of us anyway, things in life sometimes don't go to plan, and things happen that we get hurt, and even though you try and try so hard to get things back on track, it doesn't happen. And so one day, in real desperation, I thought, well, let me have a look and see if I can find something that is similar in a few ways as a child. So the closest thing was a doll. And I heard about these reborn dolls. So I have been a reborn mum now for nearly 2 years, and it has been the best thing that has happened to me. I am an actual mother of three. I have not seen my boys for a very, very, very long time. Their choice, not mine. And in the beginning, it was hard. Actually, it was really hard till about 2 years ago. And then I started to realize that it's a choice. We all have choices in life, and that's what they have chosen. So I have to respect that, and I have to choose how to deal with it. So I started to look into these dolls. I am in the process of also making some, and I'm here and I've got, he's all painted, just having a little bit of a bad hair day, but that one's nearly finished. This is my pride and joy. Her name is Faith, and she comes with me everywhere. And as I was saying, I decided how I chose to deal with my grief. So I was born here in Australia, but my parents were European, and the Europeans have a tendency to worry about what people say, what people think. So that was my mentality always. And then I realized, well, at the end of the day, I don't really care what people think, because people don't know my pain. People have not walked in my shoes. So they are in no position to judge me. So once I started having my reborns, which I have 5 now, one is a silicone, 2 are reborns, and 3 are real borns. Does that make 5, 6? And yes, I take them out, but Faith is the one that travels with me. She's my traveling buddy as well. And wherever I go, I take her with me. Most of the people that see me actually think she's real. But part of the therapy, of course, is to actually say, no, this is my therapy doll, my therapy baby. It helps me to stay calm. I don't get anxious. And I think it's, for me anyway, I'm not scared of what anybody says or what anybody thinks, because at the end of the day, this is my life we're talking about, and I know that at one stage my whole body was shutting down, and when your body shuts down, then there's nothing left to do. So making this choice, it might seem strange to many, but I decided that I wanted to live. I wanted to live the rest of my days in a serene atmosphere, surrounded by people that I love. I have very, very good friends around me. I have an adorable sister, and then I have my babies. I have my days like everyone, and sometimes I do feel down, but I just grab one of these little ones and just hug them, and it helps me to release my nurturing instincts, which for a long time I have not been able to use, to put to practice. And even though they are only dolls, they allow it. They allow you, because the weight, the way they look, you can dress them, and it's a role-playing fun that I enjoy with the rest of the mums in my group, and I just find it very, very relaxing. We have a lot of meetups. There is quite a few mums that come, and we enjoy ourselves. We spend an afternoon, we have some lunch, and yeah, we stroll around with our prams, and people come and ask, and we just tell them they're our therapy babies, and there's no harm in that. These don't give you side effects like medication does. I mean, we still have to take medication, but what I'm trying to say is that a hobby like this is like any other hobby. I have a friend who has a beautiful vintage car, and his vintage car is his baby. He calls it his baby. It only comes out of the garage when the sun is shining, and he parades it, drives it, you know, around with other vintage car collectors. And they do exactly what we do, but we get to do it more often because our little babies are not so, how can I say, not that they're worth less. That's not the point of it. It's just that they're easier to manage. So even if it rains, we put them in the pram and we go undercover in a cafe or something. So I find that it's really helping me a lot, and it's been helping the mums that are in my group. We talk about it. We, you know, if someone has a bad reaction or a bad experience, we talk about it, and we talk about how to deal with it, and we just take it one day at a time, because life is too precious to just not be happy. So for now, I'll say goodbye to you all, and remember, always be kind to each other, because it's so important. And a smile uses up less muscles than what a frown does. So smile, because if you smile, the world will smile with you. I love you all. Till we meet again. Bye.